How everybody doing? Everybody good?
Hey, how you
Hey,
doing?
I am doing fantastic. How are you doing, young lady?
I am very, very, very good.
That is what I'm talking about. First and foremost, man, I want to say thank you for doing this interview. Um, on this platform, I really the last interview I did was with my man DNA. I don't know if you know him, battle rapper
hmm
extraordinaire.
hmm
DNA, you know him? You into battle rap?
I'm into battle rap, but I'm not familiar with DNA. But I'm sure he's great.
Oh, we gotta get you into the battle rap
Okay. Okay.
scene. But yeah, that was the last guy interview on this platform. Usually I just on this platform because we I do open mics here in Charlotte with this
hmm
platform, but then I just turned it into a posting platform for artists.
hmm
So doing this here is new on this platform, but it's something that I originally do outside. But I want to say thank you because you have been going up on, we're gonna get into it, but you have been going up on a page crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy, but we gonna get into it. First and
it is
foremost,
great.
let the people know, girl, who you are, where you from, and what is it that you do.
Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Brianna. But my stage name is Kid. That is the one and only KIWD. I am from South Jersey, and I go to Morgan State.
Okay, South Jersey in the building. Okay,
hmm
that's what I'm talking about. So let's dive right into it. So what got you into music? What got you into to doing music?
So what got me into music, I come from like a musical family. So my brother, he knows how to sing. My other brother, he knows how to rap. My sisters sing. My oldest brother, he sang too. And then my grandfather, he was a part of a quartet like back in the day or whatever. So it's like growing up, I've just always seen them singing, playing the piano, making beats in the kitchen, doing all types of stuff like that. So that's really what got me into it.
Okay, how long you been doing music for?
Since as long as I could talk and write.
And you look mighty young. I don't want to ask your age, but on an age range, where is your age at in the age range?
I will tell you exactly how old I am because everybody think that I'm 14. I just look young. Just because my name is Kid don't mean that I am a kid. But I'm 21. 21.
21?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you
Yeah.
right there in the going to the clubs,
Yeah.
just now
Yeah.
getting into the
Yeah.
club scene.
Yeah.
Okay, I could. So Jersey, South Jersey, tell us how it is growing up in South Jersey, how the atmosphere. Because I'm from New York, originally
Mm,
Brooklyn, New York, so I know how the up north thing. But South Jersey is kind of a different landscape
yeah.
from. So tell people how it is in South Jersey.
So South Jersey, it's a quiet area. Like I grew up in like the suburbs, so like it's predominantly white or whatever. Like growing up, like having rap as like my talent, it wasn't necessarily recognized there because like that's not necessarily what everybody's into. I didn't really start gaining like attention for like rapping or anything in that area until like my senior year of high school.
Okay, and
hmm
so what high school did you go to out there?
I went to Williamstown High.
Where?
What Williamstown High School. Yeah.
Williamstown High School.
Yeah.
Okay. Cause I got I know cause my brother, I believe he live in South Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I can't forget, I always forget the street name that he live on, but I
Mm-hmm.
think he live out there where what's that baseball player? Trout, Mike Trout.
Mike
Um
Trout.
yeah, he live out, I know where my brother lives at in Jersey. I don't know if it's South Jersey. How far are you from, say, the airport?
The airport? Oh, I'm like 40 minutes from the
Okay.
airport.
So I think that's South Jersey. I gotta ask him. I know Mike Trout lives in that area somewhere in South
Mm-hmm.
Jersey. But yeah, so just keeping on to the music. Like what was your very first song that you ever recorded?
That I ever recorded.
That you ever recorded?
It's this song. It's called "Give Me Some More." I wrote that song when I was 16, and I recorded it in my room off my phone on BandLab.
On Band
Um,
Lab.
yeah, on BandLab. That was my first one that I ever remember recording.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That song is actually on my page. I performed it. It's like I don't know if you've seen a song where it's like it's all the lights and I'm singing or whatever, but
Yeah.
that's the song I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was browsing on your page, making sure that I was up to date on everything before the interview. Absolutely, absolutely. And just being so young and just listening to your music and kind of like your music is like it tells stories like of personal experiences. It seems like you've been through a lot in your 21 years of age through your music. I'm like, yo, this young lady has been through a lot, but it's good that you're able to put it through the music and it resonates with your listeners, right? So being from Jersey, I want you to tell people like how has the upbringing in Jersey, how has that influenced your music?
The upbringing in Jersey, how it's influenced my music. I would say, like, growing up, I've seen a lot. Take time. I know a lot of people are saying like, she got an old soul. I
You
think,
do.
yeah, I was gonna say I believe that might be true. Like I do have an old soul. It's like I've seen a lot and I understood a lot since a young age, and
Mm-hmm.
whether I knew how to like really express how that made me feel was through music. So
Mm-hmm.
like, if y'all listening to my lyrics and it's like it's seeming like, oh, she been through a lot, like she knows something. Yeah, I do know something.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, again, when I'm listening to it, man, I'm like, yo, she has a lot to say through that pen.
Hmm.
And we're gonna dive into it more into the song that you just released. But before, we got a common name of the song. Wanting to hear it. What song is he talking about?
I think
999 Indio.
I
Are
think
you
he
talking about the first song she just said, or what song? Name of the song you're talking about? Just drop it there in the comments. So speaking of songs, like what was your very first performance? Like how did that go? How was you feeling? Just take us through that your very first performance.
my very first performance was at, what was it? It was at my high school talent show my senior year. My senior year. What had happened? Like I don't know. Like I finally wanted to debut the fact that I rap and that I make music and stuff. Cause it's like I was really shy about it for a very long time because I thought that people were gonna judge me or like everybody wants to be a rapper nowadays. So of course we're gonna look at
Right.
like everybody want to do that, not owning nothing. So I did my high school talent show and after that everybody loved it. Like they loved
Mm-hmm.
my performance. Like all the parents were coming up to me afterwards. They're like, "Oh my goodness, like you've been doing it." So like yeah, that's the very first one that I remember. And how I was feeling. I was super duper nervous. Like I had never been up like on a stage of that, like a whole auditorium full of people. I had never been on a stage like that before. Like so
Mm-hmm.
nervous, but as soon as I got up there and the lights hit me and I couldn't see nobody, it was just me and the microphone.
That's what I'm talking about. And
Yeah.
it's always like a butterfly feeling when you get the jitters, but soon as you know that music come on and you start hearing, seeing the vibes, everybody vibe with you, like, yeah, I got him. I
Mm-hmm.
got him. So wait, Nana Indio, the one she was speaking of, which
Yeah.
one?
I think he's talking about the one that we was just talking about.
Your very first
Yeah,
one?
the very first one that I recorded. It's called Give Me Some More, but it's only on SoundCloud right now because I'm still figuring out like the rights for the producer that made the beat. So
Hmm.
that'll probably
So
help.
yeah, click the link of her bio. Is in her
Mm-hmm.
bio. She got all the music links in there. So
Yep.
shout out to you, 999 Indio. So I was going through your Instagram, scrolling. I started from the bottom. And speaking of performances, you say you go to Morgan State, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw that you did the talent show there, and you won. Congratulations!
Thank you.
But yo, like you killed that shit. I was like, yo, your swagger was on point. Like take the people through that experience first and foremost. Like, how did you go about getting into the talent show? How much talent was in there? Take us through that experience because on that video, you had the whole crowd going crazy.
Man, okay. How did that? Okay, what happened? So it was the freshman orientation. Morgan does orientations like every year, and I went to the very first orientation. They were telling us at the first meeting that we had inside like the little auditorium that's in our student center that they were having a talent show. Like I think it was like the second day that we was there because orientation is 3 days. So I signed up, like I wrote my name down, and then I went back to my dorm room and I was practicing with my roommate at the time. I'm like, okay, tell me if this one is good, like and we were just going through everything, every possible thing that I could have performed. So at first the song that I was gonna perform, it was explicit, but it wasn't until I got there that they were like, no curse words, and I was like, oh, no curse words. So literally, like 20 minutes before they went on stage, I was in the back. I'm like, yo, what am I about to do? What am I about to do? What am I about to do? And then I was like, I could just do the performance that I did at my high school talent show, and I was like, okay, like I'm gonna just do that. So I did that.
Good improvise.
Like, everybody loved it.
Yeah, that was dope, man. I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, yo, like you could tell when artist has it, and you could tell when somebody's just like, all right, let me just playing around with it. But yo, you got it, because again, I deal with a lot of music and on this platform. I've seen thousands of artists, and it's far few in between that is like, got it, you got it. So I just like, yo, I gotta get interview her now before she up out of here, because she's extremely dope. I also saw on your IG, again, I was IG browsing, scrolling. I saw that you did a little modeling. Like, tell us about that. You was ripping the runway, going from the mic to the runway. Tell us about that.
So all right. So with modeling, when did that start? Yeah, that also like my interest for that peaked in high school as well, like my senior year. Because what happened? I think I was very Afrocentric when I was in high school. I always had the Bantu knots, the afros, all types of stuff. So it was we had like an award ceremony where they were giving out like scholarships.
Mm-hmm.
I won like a music scholarship or something like that. So we were at the ceremony, and I went up and I had like this black dress on, and I had these heels on. I had my afro out, and it's like when they called my name, everybody in the crowd was like, "Oh, she's beautiful! Like, she's beautiful." So then like the parents after that, they were coming up to me. They were saying, "Yeah, you know you should try modeling." And I'm like, I never thought about that, but I think I'll look into it. So then when I got to college, I seen that there were two modeling teams. And I tried out for both of them. I was on the first one the first year, but they were good, but I don't really think they were the best fit for me. So then I tried out for the second one, and they taught me everything I needed to know. They're called Fashion at Morgan, so fam. They taught me how to walk, they taught me how to pose, how to dress, how to get booked and all types of stuff. So then an opportunity came up for New York Fashion Week, and I seized the opportunity. So that's the video that you see on my page right there.
Yeah, I was like, I went on there because, again, I gotta, do my research, and I'm going on and looking. I'm like, wait, I thought that it was a post from somebody else, but like, oh, that's over there modeling. I was like, all right, let me find out. She over there doing her modeling thing. That's what's up, though. Like, is that like for you, right? Say if you wasn't doing music, is that like something like a passion of yours, or just something that you would look at it more so as a hobby?
I would look at that more so as a hobby, because it's like
Okay.
I had been modeling or something since I was a kid. I would say it was a passion, but no, that's something that I got into like after I turned 18. So,
Okay.
mhm.
All right, dope. So listen, I'm gonna get into this, right? So I saw that you posted. The post was January 9th, right? That
Mhm.
was 2024. That was your very first interview with Behind the Buzz. So
Yes.
tell us about that. I kind of watched it a little bit.
Mhm.
You didn't seem nervous. Maybe you was, maybe you wasn't. But how was that interview? Your very first interview. Shout out to them Behind the Buzz for
Yeah, I
that
was gonna
too.
say I would first like to shout out Jordan. His name is Jordan Miles. He's the owner of Behind the Buzz, CEO. Love him down so much. He gave me my first interview. I will always be appreciative of that. I was definitely nervous, like because it's like I've been navigating doing everything on my own. So it's like I don't really necessarily have a team behind me. I don't have no PR training or nothing like that. So it's like I really was just worried about saying the wrong thing and
Uh-huh.
just messing up, like I don't know, not giving off the right first impression to like the audience that I was trying to reach out to.
Hmm.
That interview that went really good.
Yeah, that was dope, because again, like you said, you had no team behind you, but you're gonna get a team soon. I got
Yeah.
a couple of people that does a lot of PR training for artists out here in Charlotte. And that is like on my other platform, my No Advisory podcast platform, we do a lot of like major artists and interviews. And you'd be surprised how much, or not how much, how little PR training these guys have. There's one guy, he came on there, we asked him a question, he's like, yeah, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was good. And I was like, I'm sitting there, it was cringeworthy. I didn't even want to ask do any more questions, because I'm like, this shit is going to hell. This is bad freaking interview. So for you not having no PR training, no team around you, nobody, you did an exceptional job in that interview.
So much.
Exceptional, you know. And I'm telling you, people gonna see this and just see your past. I'm telling you, you're like, you out of here. What Nine Kid said? What he said? You know, lie, you got it. Yeah, she got it. So let's dive into it, right? So July 10th, last year, you dropped the freestyle, the infamous freestyle on IG. Shout out to 88 Reactions. I actually got the freestyle from 88 Reactions. And I'm on his page and I'm like, yo, oh my God. Like, cause I'm always looking for people to post, artists to post. Who is this? So I'm going, trying to find your at. I'm like, yo, where's her at? So I was on this page. I'm like, yo, you gotta, when you post these things, you gotta get the artist at, because that's very important. Just can't, you know. So he was like, yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna post her on our page. I posted on our page. I put on her, you know, the headline. If you know her at her. So this young lady, she added us. I gotta send her a shirt because I told her I'd send her something. And then once I went on your page, I was like, yo, she's nasty. So let me tell you right now. So that post on Training Day page, right? Currently, it has, where is that? Oh my God. 89,000 views. Whoa. That's crazy.
That's so crazy. Like the fact that, because that video, I shot that. I posted that post on July 10th because I was doing this thing at the time. What was it called? America's Next Top Hitmaker or something like that. So yeah, I filmed that video in March of that year, but I didn't post it because it's like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. You know how everybody was kind of saying my glasses was crooked and stuff like that. I was like, there's no way I'm posting this on my page. My glasses look crazy like that. And my face was breaking out. I was like, yeah, no, there's no way this is touching my page. But it's like, to me, that was like the best like freestyle that I had. So that's why I ended up posting it a couple months later. But like, yeah, the way that it just gained traction, like, you know, 1 year later is so bizarre to me. Like, it's so insane.
It's crazy. And shout out the platform. What was the platform that you was on?
Only Vibes.
Only Vibes.
His name is Jeremiah.
And you know what's crazy? Like, I'm gonna get through some of the comments on here. But what's crazy was they was like, yo, I know she nice, judging by the mic, because the mic was all bent up and shit. They was like, yo, I know she about to spit. Like, yo.
I'm cracking up. I seen those comments too, and that really, I was cracking up. Like, I'm like, yo, this is funny. But no, I actually didn't do that. What I think happened was the mic might drop sometime way before I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, way before.
That was a credit. I want to get through some of these comments because, so like, all right, so shout out to Sunshine Baby. Yeah, she murked the beat. Obviously fire emojis. OMG. Hold on. Oh, let me go back. She
Your audio cut out. I don't know if everybody else can still hear you. Can you hear me?
hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was going. Somebody was calling me. I should have put it on Do Not Disturb. So I was going through the comments, and you know, they just fire emoji. She's amazing. You know, dope. Just let the whole magazine out. So as you read in these comments, like sometimes when I make posts with artists, you know, people be commenting and people are just gonna be negative, right? Just want to be negative.
Yeah, it was something, but it's like
No. Let me tell you, on this, I didn't see not one negative comment, not one. And I went through all the, like, how many comments this thing got right now? This thing is at 654 comments. Not one bad comment. Maybe one was like, oh, I was doing what she saw. I know when I saw her with the glasses, she's going to spit. That's not a bad comment, but it was like, yo, that's a no to you. Like, how do you feel when you go through comments and you be like, yo, not one bad comment? Like, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel like, you know, because it's like, the reason why I don't have so many songs out right now is because I'm my biggest critic. Like, I don't want to put nothing out unless everything is perfect, like, or at least perfect to my ears, perfect to me visually, like all types of stuff like that. So it's like the fact that I held off with releasing that freestyle for so long, and
Mm.
the moment that I did put it out, everybody like they loved it. Yeah, that was crazy. It was crazy. Only way I could describe everything is that it's just crazy. Like,
I, and I was like, we tagged Busta Rhymes. I'm sure a few other people tagged Busta Rhymes. I wonder, I just wonder if he's seen it. Because I think he did. You know what's crazy? Because I was at work, right?
mm-hmm,
And I was at work and I asked this young dude, I was like, yo, are you into music? He's like, yeah. Right. And mind you, he doesn't follow my page or nothing at all, just a random guy that I asked. And I
mm-hmm,
was like, yo, I need you to listen to this young lady, right? So
mm-hmm.
I showed him the page. He was like, oh yeah, I saw this. He's like, my man showed this to me. I was like, that's crazy. Now, people that don't know, like, that's how much your stuff was spreading. And it was, the same exact post that I posted on the page. So I was like, I know Buster had to have seen that. Like
It's
that
like,
he had to. Like, well,
you know,
how would you feel if Buster was like, yo, I need you to come on a song with me? Well, how would that make you feel?
uh, I'm saying yes immediately. I don't even got. I ain't gonna lie. If I ever get a message from Busta Rhymes, anybody I look up to, the answer is yes. Like, just let me know. Matter of fact, give me an hour. Like, give me an hour. Like, that's
Speaking of that, like who are some of your musical influences? Who are some of those?
musical influences. I would say DMX, because
Okay.
my mom is a DMX head. Oh my goodness. So I grew up listening to DMX. What's it called? Public Enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Who else? Who else? Of course, like Tupac. Like my mom, she was in the
Mm-hmm.
gangster rap. And my dad, he was more so like Biggie, Nas, those type of people like that. So
Okay.
I would say all of them, and then like Aaliyah. Like when I'm making like my songs, or like when I'm singing or whatever, I try to like get like that melodic or like swaggy influence from Aaliyah a little bit.
Mm. That's dope. That's dope. And especially the type of music that Aaliyah made.
Mm-hmm.
That I kind of could hear. No way, I'm lying. I don't hear no Aaliyah in your music. I
Mm-hmm.
can see. That's tough. Like, cause I can hear, cause Aaliyah was more so. Cause I know you do R&B too. You got a little songstress in you. I hear
Yeah.
you. I think for me, I hear more so of like a Lauryn Hill. For me, that's just my opinion.
I get that a lot too. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, I should name Lauryn Hill as one of my influences as well, because
Mhm.
yeah, that is a comparison that I do get a lot.
Yeah, I can hear a lot of Lauryn Hill in you just by your delivery, your flow, the cadences. Like I can hear it in you,
Mm-hmm.
through her. So my next question, right? I asked this on my regular podcast, but
Mm-hmm.
since we doing talking about music, who are your top three artists of
Right.
all time? Your top three of
Oh,
all time
of all time, or like
of
my
all time.
love right now of all time.
I know it's a hard question.
That is a
That's
question.
why I ask it all the time for artists.
Eminem is one of them. So I'm gonna name three, but it's not in any specific order, for real. Okay,
Okay.
M is definitely one of them. I'm gonna put DMX up there too, because to me, DMX, he wasn't just a rapper, he was a poet. But it's like, you would really have to listen to understand that he was a poet. He was a poet and a prophet as well. So I'm gonna put him up there. Um,
Hmm.
and then this last spot, who am I gonna give that to? Who am I gonna give that to? I want to put a female up there. Mm,
Somebody, Nana Indio, I guess he said Foxy. I don't think he was referring to this question, but I
um,
guess you're okay.
who am I gonna put up there? I'm trying to think. Female rappers that I listen to, I would put like, I want to say like Eve or somebody, because I feel like Eve, she underrated.
Yeah,
She
very much
she
so.
was a, she was a goat in her time. I'm not gonna.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
So you
So
put an Eve there.
I'm putting Eve. I might put Eve up there.
So your top was DMX, Eve, and who else?
Eminem.
Eminem. Okay, your top three artists of all time. You heard it here. Breeze, top three artists of all time. Eminem, DMX, and Eve. Okay. So if there was one person, right, or one artist,
Mhm.
dead or alive, that you would want to do a song with, who would that artist be?
G Herbo.
G Herbo?
It is okay.
Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on, Bree. Hold on, Bree. Hold up. You got all these musical savants and iconic figures, Nas, DMX, Eminem's all the worlds, and you just say G Herbo. You have to explain this in depth,
Okay,
please.
all right. So,
Please.
because for me, all right. So my brother, like,
And no disrespect to G Herbo, please. No.
yeah, okay.
But
My brother, so I told you he raps and stuff. So when I was a kid, the type of music that he was listening to, the first like like gangster rap songs that I remember listening to was 100 Days, 100 Nights by G Herbo, and I just always loved that song since I was a kid. So it's like as I'm getting older and G Herbo started to take off more because at this time he was underground, nobody really knew about him. So it's basically like I watched his whole career come up, and I've been a fan all throughout. And it's like, even though, like, I am an old soul, I'm still a young buck at the same time. So it's like, if I could do any song nowadays, I would want to do a song with G Herbo. Because like, you feel me? He could rap. He could rap.
like I said, no disrespect to G Herbo. I was figuring you was gonna pick somebody like old school or something like that. So G Herbo was very much a surprise for me. But listen, no disrespect to G Herbo. Shout out to G Herbo. All right, so let's talk about this new song, Big Trick, right? I saw you had posted something and then you took it off real quick when you was looks like you was making the beat, so to speak. And then you had took it off. So I was like, well, I gotta ask about that. So did you produce that beat as well, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's crazy. So you produced the beat as well. So tell us about that song, Big Trick, because again, like I said, your music a lot of times is personal experiences from what I've seen. And if somebody saw that on Instagram, they know. Take us through that song. That song is amazing, by the way. The breakdown that you got in there, the harmonies, amazing. Tell us about that song, Big Trick.
All right, so Big Trick. Okay, so yeah, it's clearly about a boy, So it was a college fling that I had. I wouldn't necessarily say fling because we were together, like we were dating, but he kind of like he was a big trick, like he was a big trick, like just mind games, manipulation, all types of stuff like that. And it's like he has this thing that he does where it's like he'll disappear for months, then he'll call me and try to ask how I'm doing or something like that. And if I wanna go on a date, or if he wants to, like, can he come see me or something? But it's like no. So it's like the first line, like when I said he had just called me and I was like mad, I'm like, bro, no, like when that happened, I said, you would like to come and see me for what? Just to manipulate, try to get me to see what you want, like, cause it's like, what do you want? So it's like, yeah, Big Trick, yup. And then with the beat breakdown, everything, like with all the beats that I've made, because I think this is out of the 3 songs that I have released right now that's on like all streaming platforms, 2 of them I made myself. So I have a song called Revenge of the Broken Heart. I released that 2023, summer 2020. And then Big Trick, how it all starts off, like, I just be in my head like and then it's like I find an instrument that matches to what I was humming or what I was beatboxing, and then like, yeah, that's how that came about.
Yeah, if y'all didn't, what up, Nas? If y'all didn't hear this song, and just the song alone, because the way I listen to music, right, I listen to the beat first. If the beat doesn't catch me, I'm not really involved with the song. So now, I was like, oh shit, that instantly caught me. Then I believe, and I was like, oh shit, then he came with the first line. I was like, yo, I was automatically hooked. Like that song right there, that's the one right there. I listen to a lot of songs, a lot of artists. You need to do something with that song, and you produced the song. Incredible. So guys, listen, if y'all haven't listened to that song, Big Trick is on all streaming platforms. It's amazing.
I want to give a shout out to to my homeboy too, because he helped me like mix it. Now it's like with mixing and mastering, I still need to like work on that a little bit. But he helped me mix it and master it. So I just want to give a shout out to my homeboy Keon, his Instagram Key3. Y'all should like, if y'all ever need some work done, y'all should hit him up.
That shit is dope because I'm definitely gonna put that on the whip when I go out later on today. Knocking it. Your name gonna be known here in Charlotte. Let's talk about what's that? What is Bloody Peaks Picks? What is that?
Bloody Pie?
Yeah, Bloody Pie. What's that? I saw that you tagged that. I wanted to dive into that a little bit. What is that about?
So I'm a part of a royal court at my school. It's for Omega Psi Phi. I don't know if you're familiar with the fraternity, but
Yep, I am.
it's the Bloody Pie chapter of Omega Psi Phi. That's the chapter that is at Morgan State University. So like, yeah, I did the pageant for that back in November, and I'm their Miss Purple and Gold.
Okay. Okay, cause I was looking, I was like, listen, I saw bloody. I'm like, I hope this ain't no bad ties or nothing like that. I'm like, you can't have, I'm like, it's no way I saw bloody blood drops. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I gotta ask her about this shit.
Yeah, no.
I had to ask her. So what? Huh?
No, they just about perseverance, scholarship, manhood, and uplift. So that's that's all that they're about. They give back to the community. It's nothing bad. They the blood because I guess it's cool. Like, it's just a cool nickname.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, shout out to Nana Indio. He on there go. He said, yeah, you gotta listen to that song, man. There's a link in her bio. So go listen to it. Let us know what you think about that. Shit is fire. So speaking of songs, what is your favorite song that you ever recorded, and what's the name of it?
Better.
I saw that on your page too. That song is dope.
Yeah,
that song is dope.
That is like, I feel like that was like peak artistry for me, because it's like I feel like that was my first song that I recorded that I felt as though I could hear that on the radio, like next to like some big people, like because usually like I'll sneak it into like the queue or something if I'm around people or whatever, and it'll come on and they'll be like, oh, who is that by? I'll be like, me. They'll be like, that's by you. I'll be like, yeah, like yeah, that's by me. And they'd be like, I thought that was like Janae Aiko or something. Like, oh, yeah, I love that song. I love that song so much.
Yeah, that's one of those songs again where it take you through a personal dive. Mm-hmm. It takes, like I said, a lot of your music. The music that I've heard is very relatable, and it takes you to a space that a lot of people go through, right? Like you said, breakups. And just personal experiences. So that's dope that you able at such a young age can able to put that through music and relay it in a way where it resonates with people. So that's extremely dope. I want to know like what is like, because every artist has a process, right? When they go in the studio, like take us through your recording process. What is your recording process like?
So my recording process, like, let's see. Honestly, it usually just starts off with me, like, I'm coming up with lyrics in my head. I write them down. Okay, for a long time, the lyrics, they don't have no beat, no nothing. So then that's when I like, I form the beat myself, or I go on the YouTube and I try to find something that's going to sound right with what I'm saying or whatever. So after that, like, either I'll go to my homeboy's crib and I'll record, or I'll record in my own crib, or I have this engineer. His name is 808 Nate. He's out Nottingham. Great engineer. Y'all should really hit him too. And I'll go to him, and he'll put it all together, like just make it complete. So I feel like that's my process.
So, what is something that you absolutely need in the studio with you, or do you even need anything at all when you're in the studio?
What do I need in the studio? I need feedback. Is what I do need. I really do appreciate feedback. I know that there's some artists, like, they go into the studio, they don't want to hear nothing from nobody. No, I want to hear something from everybody who's in the room right now. Like, let's go in the line, tell me what this song needs more of. If you was just a regular person listening to this, what would you be looking for? So yeah, need feedback.
Yeah, that's dope. That's critical, And one thing I would say to you based off experience is please don't keep no yes men around you. If you got somebody that says, yo, that's dope, yo, that's hot, even though your music is extremely hot. But if you got somebody that just says, "Oh, how does that look hot," get rid of them. Like, yo, please, because I think if a lot of these artists had honorable non-yes men in a circle, a lot of trash music wouldn't be out. Cause don't keep me around. Cause I'd be like, I'm just brutally honest. I'm like, I should trash. My favorite word is trash. I'm like, that shit is trash. Like, and I
Yeah.
just it's trash. I don't like it. Just don't put that out. You know,
Yeah.
it's no diss. It's just I'm not a yes man. I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, that's
Y'all,
hot. That's hot. No. Like
I
they hate me in the comments a lot of time. Cause I just be like, yo, that ain't it. And everybody be like, that's fire. No, that ain't it. You know, I gotta be honest with the artist, man. So I want to know who is in Bree's Spotify playlist? What artists? What's the top 5 artists in your Spotify playlist? Who are you listening to aside from G Herbo? Because I see you say like G
I was
Herbo.
gonna say it was definitely
Aside from G Herbo.
we got Brent Fayez, J. Cole, Kendrick, of course, Drake too. Not gonna lie, big three. They've always been part of my playlist. And then a lot of people will give me a lot of stuff for it, but Rod Wave, I like him too.
Oh, Rob Wave. I love Rob
Yeah,
Wave.
I
I
love.
love his music. Did you hear the song? I think it was the song to Sinners. The
Cause I work at the movie theater, so it's like what was I doing? I was cleaning the theater, and this was when Sinners first came out, and it was like the end credits or whatever. And so like Rod just started playing. I said, "Is this Rod Wave at the end of the movie?" And then I'm just listening. I'm like, "Okay, Rod."
yeah, that song slaps, man. It's real. You know, like I said, it's real related. But I wish music can get back to that because I'm just tired of hearing about ops and this, that, and the third. Like you being a female artist, right? And it was such a breath of fresh air to listen to somebody that's not over sexualizing themselves or trying to play men and say you want to scam. Oh my God, you don't understand. And I think the world appreciate. That's why your song got so much positive feedback because at the end of the day, you know, music and radio is just pushing all this trash to us, saying this is hot, right? Because that's what's the fad. We got to make the new fad content and stuff that people can relate to again. You know, so
Yeah.
I thank you. Like I said, I'm a new fan. I'm gonna push the shit. When you drop that, I'm gonna push like yo, because I'm just extremely happy and ecstatic that coming from a female, a young female at that,
Mhm.
have this type of music, man. It's incredible. I got a few more questions. Look, see, because I can't prepare. I always get my
Okay.
questions and I'm gonna put
Okay.
my question. So I want to know which artist like inspires you, like, because every artist got somebody that like if they're going through something or they need some inspiration, they listen to this certain artist. Who is that artist for you that inspires you?
Are you familiar with an artist named Vori?
No, put me on. I just learned some new. My son, he 19. I just learned some new artists that he put me on. What was his name? Little Kenny or some shit. I forgot his name, but he was hard. I'm like, oh, this guy's all right. Yeah, so put me on. I want to know.
So Vori is also another artist that my older brother put me on to. I'm trying to think. What was the first song that I heard by him? It was by him and Meek Mill. It was
Hmm.
Up and Leave on Me or something like that. And it's like after I heard that first song, I was like, oh, okay, like I think I like this artist. Like, so I kept on listening to him, and what I found was that we have like a similar take to like music. Like, he makes a lot of stuff about his personal experiences that it's like when people listening to it, they can also relate. So I feel like that's somebody that I like, I definitely look up to as far as like, as how he releases, like, what he's talking about, how it relates to people, how they could listen to it and just automatically feel him. Like, yeah, him.
And what's his name again? Sorry.
Vory, Vory.
Vory. Let me write that down. Vory. V-O-R-Y. Vory. All right, Vory. About to put me on to somebody new.
Yeah.
So what's next? What's next for Bridakidd? I know you got the single out now.
Mm-hmm.
What's next? Like, are you gonna work on an album? Or are you gonna work on a tape? Or you just want to work on singles? What's next?
So honestly, I think I want to keep on releasing singles. I don't know if I'm necessarily ready for an album because it's like, all this attention that I'm getting, this is all new. Like, before that, y'all, I was just going to school. I was going to work. So it's like, I didn't necessarily know that, like, rapping or doing music was gonna be something that I was gonna actually end up getting attention for, because it's like, artists put out music every day, and it's a 1 in a million shot that is gonna take traction to actually go viral the way that it went viral. So
Mm-hmm.
I think right now I'm gonna keep on releasing singles, and once I feel like I'm developed enough and I have like maybe a solid team behind me, and like like guaranteed streams that I know these people are gonna keep on coming back to come listen, that's when I put an album out.
That's very smart. I will have to say that's very smart. And and one thing I would say is, just the content. Are you familiar with an artist named La Russell?
LaRussell, that sounds so familiar. I actually think that he might have came across my video, because I think that sounds so familiar. Like,
Yeah, if not, I advise you to follow La Russell.
mhm.
Because when you are an artist and you are aiming to get in this music business, because at the end of the
Mhm.
day, it is a business.
Yeah,
You are the product, you are the brand, you are the entity, right? So at the end of the day, you got to put yourself out and then others will follow, right? So I like that you said that, focus on the singles, because all it takes is really one song,
yeah,
right? One song to take you up out of here that could change your whole life, right?
yeah.
Whether it's a bad song, whether it's a good song, one song can change your whole life, right? So in that preparedness, is that the word? Is that the word? Preparedness?
Yeah.
That's the word.
I think that's the word.
I think that's almost the word. Just having people around you that's solid, that's able, that that you can trust, that can, help you along the way. But at the end of the day, just know that you are a brand in itself. So that's key that you said that. One of my final questions is like, what is a piece of advice you can give to any artist, whether it's young, old, middle class, whatever? What is a piece of advice that you learned
Okay.
that you can pass on to another artist?
One piece of advice that I got from somebody, somebody told this to me. Shout out to them, because I'm sure you're gonna watch the interview. You're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. He gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. He told me, like, don't focus too much on trying to keep up with what's going on. Like, cause right now I have, like, I have a lot of eyes on me right now, and it's sometimes it can be a little overwhelming, but at the same time I'm very excited to see what this is gonna turn into. But it's like, I was feeling the pressure that, oh, now that all these people are watching me, I need to keep on releasing content. I need to post something on Instagram every day. I need to post something on TikTok every day. But
Yeah.
it's like, my fear is I don't want to become an influencer. I want to stay an artist. So
Right.
I don't want people to be looking, oh, what's she gonna post on Instagram every day? No, I need you to be looking out for when I'm releasing that music. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So don't focus so much on trying to keep up and keep people's attention, because if you are the talent, people gonna come see you regardless.
Absolutely.
They're always gonna be looking out for what you have going on, or what you're releasing next, or what you're doing next, what your next move is. So don't feel so pressured to try to keep up. Oh, I need to keep these people attention. I need to make sure they see my face every day. Don't oversaturate yourself, because that's how they'll get sick of you. So like,
Absolutely.
what I'll say. That's my advice.
Absolutely. Listen, one more time, where can they find you at on all social media platforms?
Okay, on all social media platforms, my at on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all gotta listen very carefully. Matter of fact, write this down if y'all got it. They hate BRV. It's pronounced they hate Bree, but like, it's an inside joke I had since high school. BRV. They hate BRV. And then my Twitter, because I just got Twitter because I just saw I was going viral on there too. It's It Can't Be Kid. So it can't be then KI double D.
It can't be KIDD.
Yeah, it can't be KIDD.
Okay, gotcha,
Mm-hmm.
gotcha. Listen, Bree, I want to say again, once again, thank you for taking this interview with me. I can look back on this interview and say, listen, I got her before she
Yeah.
popped off.
And I'm gonna come back too. Trust me, I'm gonna come back. Even after I'm out there, I'll never forget about this interview. So thank you.
Absolutely. Listen, all I tell like all the artists when I was doing open mics and I seen all the guys like, yo, the only thing I want is front row seats. That's it. I don't
I
want
got
nothing
you.
else. Just give
I
me front row seats. I'd be like,
I got you. Whoever else you want to bring with me, tell me how many people it is. I got you.
That's what I'm talking. Hey, 99 Indio, man. Shout out to 99 Indio, man. He was tapping in all day. Yo, man, salute to you, bro. I'm gonna shoot you a follow too on the
I'll
page, man.
follow you too.
See, look, you got a fan right there. You gotta tone in on him or her. I don't know if it's a him or her. I don't know. Because I made a mistake one time. I was calling this one guy and it was a girl. I was like, oh, my bad. So I don't know if it's, who
Yeah.
that. But yes, Bree, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm going to head out in a bit. I'm going to be bumping that song. Listen, any new content that you have, just send it to me. I'll post it on the page. My page is your page now. I'm a fan. I'm a stan now. I'm a stan.
Thank you.
All right, Bree, you take care, girl.
All right, bye.
All right, now, peace.